Hello everybody, I am Eric, also known as EMC150, or just EMC for short, and welcome back to another episode of Mega Man 1 on the Mega Man Anniversary Collection for the PlayStation 2. Now, we finished off Bomb Man at the end of last episode, and so now, as you can see, we're going off to the, well, everyone knows it by this point, the Wily levels. And right off the bat, I just gotta say that where's all the love for Wily from Mega Man 1? I mean, the music playing here. All the rage is usually about Mega Man 2. And granted, yeah, it's got a good Wily theme, but where's all the love for this theme? I don't know, I think it's underrated. But anyway, this level starts off right away, 3 of those big ass robots who kill you in 3 hits. I have no idea what they're called, but I hate them. But very easy to avoid, and using Iceman's power, you can freeze them in place, makes them even easier to get around. You can also freeze these things in place, because I can spoke just fine. In fact, you need to get through here, so can be a little tricky to get the timing at times, and I was just waiting for that one to sort of start unfreezing to freeze it again, just so it wouldn't hit me as I'm going over it. And this is a glorious fail. Yep. So pause there for a second thinking, maybe I should, no, I'm not going to bother. I'm just going to screw up and die. So, moving along. And is it here? No, must be later on in the level. I have another controller issue a little later. But again, Gutsman's power to move these things along. You can use Electman's power to break them as well. I prefer using the Super Arm for Gutsman though, as Electman's power will be useful against the boss in this level. And yes, the going on to my favorite boss at the end of last episode, yeah, total sarcasm. I really hate the boss of this level. And my thought here, fuck this shit. Magnet beam all the way, I am not doing this platforming. And those 2 energy pickups right there will respawn if you go back down the ladder again, so if you run out of magnet beam or run low, you can just continuously refill by going up the ladder and coming back down. And yeah, this is another fail moment for me here. If you're going to make your own platforms, make them high enough for you to jump to, not just out of your reach. And right here, yep, this is another controller fail. I was not trying to go down the ladder. Yep, it's becoming more of an issue. But that was a short level, and here we are coming to the boss. And I am not gonna lie, I'm terrible at this boss. I got through it eventually, after face tanking him for about 15 minutes, and I'm not exaggerating. I actually cut this quite a bit. I'm not showing all my attempts. I'm not even showing clips of a lot of my failed attempts here. This is my first try against him on this run, and as you can clearly see, it went amazingly well for me. But yeah, this guy hurts you just as much as you hurt him if you're using the Elect Beam, or I don't even know what it's called, but that's his weakness. And so if you're able to get through some passes of his attacks without getting hit and doing some damage, then you can afford to take a hit here and there throughout there. Otherwise, he will kill you shot for shot, as he hurts you just the same as you hurt him. And I don't understand how he gets that shot off. Every now and then, I had a couple of runs where I could not avoid that shot from his eye. Like, no matter where I was or what I do, he would just, lead his shot and shoot me regardless. But as for these things here, the best thing to do is to stand as close to him without touching him as you can, and jump them as they come. You can jump this one here. Yeah, that particular one, you can jump both with one well-timed jump. I did not time it very well. Or if you do quick hops, you can actually jump in time to land on the ground and jump the second one as well. I believe I will show that in my successful attempt against him, which I am cutting to now, because I'm not making you sit through 15 more minutes of me fighting him, because I'm not kidding. It took me 15 minutes straight to kill him. 3 minutes to get to him, 15 to kill him. Yeah, I don't like this boss. But as we come here, this is how you're supposed to dodge him. See, you can jump both individually even. And yeah, those last 2 at the end, be sure you don't jump too high, because if you jump too high, you will land on that final blob as it comes. And really, at this point, I'm starting to never mind. I did get hit. I was about to say I'm starting to dodge him every time, but clearly that's not the case. However, I'm doing much better now than previously. Again, it's been 15 minutes of me dying to the son of a man. But this is not... The boss itself is not as bad as most people make him out to be. He's definitely not as bad as I make him out to be. I just suck at him for the first 15 minutes. But again, just use his weakness. When he has his final blob go over, when he finishes reforming, try to be already in the air away from him, like coming up to your jump. That way he'll pretty much always shoot underneath you. He shouldn't actually hit you. That's what I find anyway. Although every now and then he decides to be incredible and just lead his shots into you. But yeah, there you go. There's an actual successful attempt on Yellow Devil, and I still hate this boss. I hate him here. I hate him in the other iterations of him throughout the Mega Man games. Although I think he's hardest right here. But yeah, that was that. So after an amazing run, air quotes, yeah, I did that. 15 minutes of fighting the Yellow Devil, 2 seconds into the next level, first enemy kills me. And it's a game over, to add insult to injury. Isn't that just nice? So, when I'm not being an idiot, this level itself, the starting of this level is not very difficult whatsoever. It's very basic. These guys can be a little bit of a little annoying, but if you just lead them to you and shoot them, then they're... I don't even know what I'm doing here. I'm just playing horribly at this right there. But this is a trap. You're made to want to just run and pick those up, and you just fall. And so, round 2 with Cutman. Now, obviously we can't use his weakness because there are no boulders or heavy blocks to throw with the super arm. But he's basically a glorified enemy. Like, he's not difficult, very easy patterns, and he's already dead. So again, I don't really have much to say of him. You get a nice little bit of platforming here with these freaking enemies, but again, not problem. Not problem. Yep, they're spoken good. Not a problem if you use Electman's power. You can take him out easily and avoid their attacks. And speaking of Electman, again, this is another trap. But here's Electman. And he is always dangerous, as he can still kill you in 3 hits from full health, see? And I lucked out there, and my rolling cutter caught him a second time on its way back to me. If it wasn't for that, he probably would have killed me there. And this is probably the hardest part of the level, when they start introducing these guys from Bomb Man's level. But again, it's pretty easy if you just weave in and out just like this. Like, you'll have no real problem avoiding those. And you also have to watch out for a bit of a troll up ahead, which I'm going to show you exactly what happens if you fall for it, because I totally meant to do this up ahead. But it's okay, because free life. And yeah, Electman's power here. Just Electman's power all the way. You get so many uses of it. It's powerful. It shoots in great directions. It's great for these tight corridors. Highly recommend. 10 out of 10 IGN Pro Strats. There you go. How many other random taglines can I throw into there? But we are coming to the end of this level, and this is a perfect example of what not to do. You do not come over here and get knocked off like that, because you'll die. Public service announcement for Mega Man 1. Don't get knocked off cliffs into spikes. It is counterproductive. But yeah, extra life comes back. And a poorly placed magnet beam, again. It's me we're talking about. When do I ever do things right? Hope that yawn didn't pick up. I don't know why I'm so tired. I'm always tired though. Anybody else find that? No matter how much sleep you get, you always seem to find yourself tired. Alright, here we go. This is a boss. And I've already switched to using Fireman's Power here, because I find it's easiest to fight him with this. I don't know if he actually has a specific weakness, but he copies you. So any power you switch to, he'll switch to. And I find it's easiest to hit him with Fireman's Power, because when he gets close, you can just hit him with the fire shield, or whatever you want to call that, rolling fireballs around you. And you can still get him off at a distance fairly simply. And he seems to shoot every couple of seconds or so. I think like every 3 seconds or 3 to 4 seconds if you're not hitting him. It doesn't seem to be based on patterns, it seems to be based on time. And so that was him. And that is actually going to bring us to the end of this episode. So the next episode actually will be the finale. So we'll see Dr. Wily in that. Till then, thanks for joining.